players, discretion is the better part of valor.
Well, Greg, you said it moments ago, Louisville, a team that can get up and down the floor with great ease on both ends. They like to be Clark the aggressor in every situation.
Well, Kevin, you're right. They've always been able to recruit tremendous talent. Not only skilled, but athletic players, too. And it's hard to think of a Louisville team that doesn't get up and down quickly.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
The shot by Hughes, no good. Cardinals on D, trailing by 2.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Price. Here's Freak, and again it's Kansas.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage. And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
On the court for Louisville, Russell is out there with Price. Then there's Payton. Then it's Thomas. And it's Hughes in at the 3 slot. Here's Odom. Right wing. Here's Mack. Outside, White. Payton dishes to Sanders. Louisville passing it around. Outside, White. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Odom. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Jayhawks leading by 4. Freak kicks to Oubre. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
They set the pick. Now here's Odom. He started closely. Here's Sanders. And a miss there on the triple.
And one thing that Louisville has is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Out left to the wing. Here's White. Louisville again missing. And the Jayhawks with possession. This run now up to 13-2.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set. And Louisville does it with team basketball. I mean, they have their share of players that went on to the NBA. Gorgie Zhang and Earl Clark come to mind recently. But overall, this is a program that relies on the sum of the whole being greater than the individual parts.
.36 seconds left to play in the first half. And Sanders, here we go. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Jayhawks leading by 6. Here's Freak. The offensive rebound. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Also dunking out there, and it's Oubre in at small forward. And for Louisville, Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then it's White. Then there's Harrell, and it's Mack in at the center position.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken number 1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall number 1 selection. I mean, the Jayhawks have had a ton of talent, though, in the lottery over the course of their history. This school has produced just tremendous talent year in and year out.
Like Paul Pierce. Baseline jumper. That's good. Oubre's got the lead up to 10 now for the Jayhawks.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Here's Rozier. The feed to Price. Floats one up, and it's good on the layup.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Jayhawks leading by 8. Freak with it. 16 points for him. Terry the pass to Freak. Misses from short range.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And he gets it back. Price dishes to Jones. White left side. To the left wing. Pass to Price. Fires the 3. They get it again. Price is gone. On 1 of 3 on the night.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling.
So for the Cardinals, Thomas comes in for Mack, and it's Russell in for Sanders. Jayhawks leading by 4. Freak in at point guard, and it's Gaines in at the 5 spot. And Freak throws it down.
He just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautifully.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
And the Cardinals making a change here. Lights checked in. Here's Rozier. Off the inbound, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And Jenkins gets to Freak. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Freak's got 20.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
It's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Jayhawks. Max checked in for the Cardinals. Sanders comes in for Russell. Here's Rozier. They double in with Freak. That's in, and the Jayhawks lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Rozier.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Talk about some great numbers for Freak. He has 20 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. 1:03 left in the second half of basketball. To the inside, here's Mack, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Jayhawks.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 7.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Passes it to Oubre. He kicks it to Terry. Dishes it to Gaines. Picked off in midair. Oh, and a fast break for Louisville. Knocks it loose. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. 36 seconds left in the second half, and an intentional foul right there.
Shooting for the Jayhawks.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
The free throws go down, and the lead goes up.
This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
Freak with it. He's against Sanders, and it's Freak missing. And a wide open look for Sanders. Good! "16 seconds left to play here in the second half. And so they foul intentionally.
At the line for Kansas.
And that misses, and no second shot coming to him this time. From deep. And it's White missing. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for Kansas. Freak! Taking 2 shots.
And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Rozier. And so the Jayhawks take the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. But Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of